welcome to another video tutorial for the Star Wars Combine. This one will be a very little quick one, basically just teaching you about another feature that's been designed to help you further in the game. And that one is the City Designer. You can find that by clicking the little icon here for the technical menu, coming down to the in-character section, and you'll find City Designer. And when it opens, you'll be presented with an empty city slab, as you would find as if you've just started to build a city. Now the first thing to do is to figure out what type of terrain that your real city is on. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that we are on a glacier or an ice. And you can see that the background picture changes. Now, just to explain this right hand side menu a little bit, first of all you'll find the city-wide statistics. The first one you'll notice is power, so how much units of power is in the city, and obviously because we don't have any power generators built, we have 0. How many jobs are in the city, how many flats. Flats obviously go towards population of a planet or a city, and the ER. Now that there is important for figuring out facility income, so how much your city will actually make, and you want to keep that between 1 and 2 when you're designing a city, so 1.5 is optimum. Underneath that is listed all the different types of building materials or raw materials which you need to build, and as you add facilities to your plan, all these numbers will change to update so you can see where you're going. Underneath that there, it lists in a drop down menu all the different types of ships that you can use to transport the raw materials you need to your city. And let's just say we're going to use an action transport, and it will tell you how many hauls or how many loads in that action that you will need to use to carry all your raw materials. Now underneath this here you have all the different facilities you can build listed and their various sizes. To get started, very simply, let's just say I want to build a power generator to start off with, so you go to the 1x3 size, which will list all those facilities that are that size. Click on the one you want, so in this case power generator. You get a little picture of it up here, and it'll give you its stats. So it produces 30 power, has 6 jobs and no flats, as well as the raw material requirements. Then you bring it over to your city and you place it wherever you want to. Bang. Now what you need to remember when placing facilities is that one of the rules is there must be a road on around a facility on at least 2 sides. So for example, that's okay because I've got one there. Let's get rid of that. You've got a road there on that side of it, that side there, and that side there. The outside edges do not count as roads, so don't use them as a road. Don't count them as a road. So you just go nuts here, building whatever you want to build. So let's build some hotels. What else have we got? A laser cannon, a turbo laser, always handy. Now what you can see is if you start putting a facility somewhere where it's not eligible to go, it'll turn red, and that tells you obviously that you can't place it there. It's only when it goes a normal color, as you can see here, is when you can actually place it. Now, if it goes yellow, that means that you have either the one you're about to place has a road issue, or it's going to cause a road issue for one of the other facilities nearby. Now as you can see, the turbo laser next to it, so this one just here, if I was going to place another facility right there, you can see there's only a road on one side, and that is up the top. And of course that's not doable, so you can't place. No matter how many times you click, you won't be able to place it. So this little city that we've got building here, terrible design, but it's only for demonstration. You can see that it's got -12 power. So anything that's in negative that you need to correct or you should look at up here will be in red. So -12. So that means that very simply, well, we need to add another power generator to our design. And bang, well, we're up to 18. Our ER is also a problem, 3.63. Now if you remember before, I said it's between 1 and 2 that you want to get. optimum is 1.5, well obviously we've got a drama there. Now to increase ER you need to build some flats. Now the big flats, so that have 100, 90, 70, 60, 80 flats, are all 7 by 7 in size. So I go to 7 by 7 and oh no, they're all in red. That means, as you can see here, if you just hover over it, it's too large to fit in the glacier. So certain terrain types will have building restrictions on them, and the city designer will actually point that out to you, and it won't let you place those type of facilities where they don't belong. So it's always a good idea when you're planning to make sure you set your terrain type right from the very start. So you don't plan this marvelous city, organize all your raw materials, get to the location and realize, oh no, I can't build what I wanted to build because I'm on a glacier and I can't build 7 by 7 facilities or bigger. But there is an alternative. You can come down to the 5 by 5 and they present you with 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10 flats. So you grab one of the flats you want to build and you can see, well, up to 1.1. Excellent. So we're within range, so that's gone to green. But remember, you want to get that to 1.5. So you just have a look around to see what other jobs you can create. Just chuck things down until you get to where you want to go, and that's pretty good there. But it's not a great design, obviously, but it doesn't matter. Now, that's not all you need to know when designing a city, and the point of this tutorial is not to go into the specifics of building a city, but other things you need to take into account is how many of each type of facility is optimum to have in one city, or per city per planet. And I can tell you that the hotels I've put down here, well, they're definitely not. You're not allowed to have 5 of those. Well, you are allowed to have 5, but the best number is under 5. I won't tell you exactly which. So it's always good just to know that. Also, you need to keep in mind in regards to facility income and production costs if you're building a production city with factories and whatnot. There's also crime and morale. They also play a significant part in things. Well, that's about it. It's a very easy tool to use. Feel free to have a play around with it. Other people, your friends that have played the game longer, probably understand more about the morale, the crime side of things. So feel free to ask them for their input. But you know how to use the city designer now, so have fun designing some cities, and hopefully you can find somewhere in the galaxy to build a little home for yourself.